Yeah. Just be real and say you're scared of getting the vaccine. Just say you're scared. Because sitting there making up all these excuses, making up all these different reasons and trying to pull stuff out the woodworks to fit your narrative, it's not working. People are dying without the vaccination. All you're doing is standing off with a disease. That's all you're doing. You're standing off. You're in your house standing off with a disease, waiting for it to come. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. Am I telling you you gotta change your views and you now gotta agree with this government after they still messing up and going over there and killing innocent kids and they messed up 20 years of progress while people were being vaccinated? While people were fully vaccinated? No, I'm not telling you that. Do vaccinated people still disagree with this country? Yes. Okay? This doesn't persuade you to be pro-America. I think you're scared of being some of you are also scared of being now accepting of a system that you have resisted for so long. Now you got to humble yourself and come and get vaccinated to a people that you resisted. But look at it this way. It's more than them that's creating the vaccine. And anywhere you go in the world, they're gonna ask for you to be vaccinated. This is not an American issue. So although you have to humble yourself and take in a vaccination from people you do not trust, for people you do not like, for people you do not deal with, this is reality of what you have to deal with. Look at it this way. Your president, your ex-president, former president, Donald Trump, caused this situation. Yes, he did. He allowed it to spread. Okay? I'm surprised with all your witch hunting, with all you Americans that are witch hunting people, with all you Americans that want somebody to blame. I'm so amazed at how you have just let this information of Donald Trump delaying on his response to COVID-19 just slip through your hands. That's what you did. You just acting like that don't mean nothing. Like that don't mean nothing. That means everything. That's why you have what you have. That's why it's this bad in this country. We're number one. Yeah. Everybody else talking about America's number one. You're number one with the vaccine situation as well. Yeah. You're not with the vaccine situation. Well, yeah. You have more resistant people here than anywhere else. And you have the death toll is more as far as COVID here than anywhere else. You see what I'm saying? So, and that is because of Donald Trump. Other countries are not struggling like we are. We're struggling because Donald Trump let it get out of control, man. And I'm telling you, the whole reason I think he did that was so that he could come in. He thought it was going to be like the swine flu. He thought he was going to be able to come in and fix it and get reelected. That's why he did it. He thought he would be able to come in, get reelected. It'll be all good. And he'll be president for another 4 years. It didn't work in his favor. And for you Christians that support Donald Trump, how can you support somebody that's cursing and dividing people all the time? I've seen pictures of people in churches with Donald Trump hats on in church. People are bugged out, man. That's bugged out. This is the same man talking about grabbing women from their vaginas. How are you as a Christian supporting a man that says that talking about grabbing women from their vaginas and then turn around and talk about it was locker room talk? Whether it was locker room talk or not, Christians should not be supporting that person. This man is talking about grabbing. This man acts like a famous man that has all this fame that can just grab women by the vaginas. Yeah, you Christians, you Republican Christians don't want to talk about that. This is the same man that you've been supporting. And he did not say necessarily he was sorry. He said it was locker talk, locker room talk. Yeah, that was his response. Not, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Yeah, that's for all you Christians that support him. While you got your Trump hat on in the congregation in the church, just remember he also said he wants to grab women by the vaginas. I'm just keeping it real. While you looking at him holding up a Bible at a church that doesn't even support him across the street from the White House, or whatever government building it was, when he walked across the street and held up the Bible like that's what he supports. This is the same person talking about grabbing women, publicly talking about grabbing women by the vaginas. How did we hear it then? This is your leader. This is the person you follow. This is the person you expect to make decisions. Yeah. So, and this is the person that actually put you in this situation. So while you look at it like that, you should say, well, I should get vaccinated because this man, Donald Trump, put me in this situation. I got to do something about this because this man put me in this situation. This is not, this move, this vaccination is not pro-Trump. What is happening, what I'm starting to see, and as politics go into the future, now we're going to start seeing politics play a role in the vaccinations and the non-vaccinations. The people that are vaccinating and the vaccination mandates, that's going to be all the rave next time politics come to play, and then we have these debates and all that with the politicians. It's going to be all the rave talking about these mandates, talking about vaccination people and non-vaccination people. And I'm telling you, what they're going to conclude eventually is that you guys need to be in camps. And the first thing you're going to say, oh man, this is like Hitler. The government is like Hitler. That's the first thing you baby boomers that ruined the country anyway. You baby boomers are more the reason why we're in the shape we're in now, because you didn't want to pass the baton. You didn't want to pass the crown when you should have, and you held back your information from the younger generation and your experience from the younger generation and your authority and your access and you held back everything, and you lorded yourself in this country, baby boomers. Yes, you did. You did not pass on all of your success. You did not lay a path for us to go and tread on. You hoarded your path. You hoarded your leadership. You hoarded your authority. And that's why we're in the shape we're in now. But what a lot of you baby boomers are going to do when they start getting ready to put everybody in camps, you're going to be the main one. You baby boomers are going to be the main one talking about, man, this is like Hitler. This is like Hitler. They're like Hitler. They putting us in camps. Next thing you know, they're going to be killing us in camps. I'm not going to that camp. They're going to kill us. And then you're going to have people resisting now, going rogue, all out in the woods and everywhere. Because they don't want to go to these vaccination camps. And the vaccination camps was simply foundationally based on the fact that you can't function in society. And you're a danger. You're a walking container and possibility of spreading a virus in this society. You're more of a danger and a liability than an asset. You that are not vaccinated, even if you got all the money in the world, you are now becoming less valuable than a homeless person. A vaccinated homeless person is looked on with more respect than a rich, non-vaccinated person. Because you actually should be more of an example. You should be more of an example to people like us of what to do and not to do. You should be the one taking the risk. We done put money all in your pocket. I done bought y'all albums. I done bought y'all music. I done went to see y'all shows and movies. And you can't take a risk and and step up to the plate and be an example and risk yourself for the people that have given their money to you and made you the success that you are. Yeah. You are becoming less valuable in this country as we speak. You are looking more tarnished than anything. To me, to intelligent people, no matter how much money you got, no matter who you are, it's not one person, it's many people. And you're starting to look less valuable than anyone else in the country. Yeah. I'm not the only one that's feeling this way. If you're vaccinated and you look at the rest of the country, you're starting to think to yourself, these famous people, they don't look as clean as you do. You don't esteem them as clean as you do. Although there's nothing in their body or not in their body necessarily, there's something that they don't have or not have that makes them unclean. It's just the fact that they're a risk and they're not doing what is common sense, and it just makes them look less clean. I'm just being real. I'm just being real about it. You know what I'm saying? Because people want to say what other people would do. They not here. You are here. Okay? They're not here. You need to focus on what you need to do. You need to focus on what is common sense, whether you live or die. Okay? We are all in a war now. And in war, you have no choice but to advance. You have no choice. We're in a life or death situation, right? Okay? Then that's a war. So then, what are you gonna do? You gonna not advance? Then you're gonna die. Eventually, in the war, if you don't advance, you're gonna be surrounded and die. And you have to advance. You have to advance in this way, because what's gonna happen is this is gonna surround you eventually, and you're gonna be sitting around talking about, oh, well, you thought what? You did too much thinking in a situation that is not your lane. Unfortunately, you're in a situation where your famous ways and all that, how you've been calling shots. Now you have to humble yourself and submit to other authorities and other brains and minds. And some of you, that's uncomfortable. That's the real truth. Let's talk about it. You calling shots, you doing everything you want to do. Now you're feeling a sense of control. Are you an undercover control freak? Yeah, some of y'all are control freaks. That's what it is. You like to control everything. You feel that you're big and bad. Excuse me. And this is another instant where you want to control yourself or control your circumstance, and you don't want nobody controlling it for you, and it's out of your hands, and it doesn't feel comfortable to you because you can't control it. You can't manipulate it to make this situation feel like you want it to make you feel, and this is the only thing you can hold on to control, to pull back that same persona that you've been rocking in, that you've been walking in. This is being resistant towards the vaccine is the only way you can stay in the persona of control that you've been walking in. Boom. That's the truth. It's just another arrogant move of some of you famous people. You're just being arrogant. You're just being famous. That's all it is. You don't like nobody to have to tell you to do anything. That's real. But what you're gonna see, I'm telling you, you're gonna be pushed more and more out of society that is upgrading and updating to protect itself from a virus. That's how you need to look at it. You're going to be pushed out of a community that is protecting itself from a virus. You're going to be sitting back there like, well, I'm not going to be vaccinated, like some 13-year-old kid. Like it's cool to be in the back of the room unvaccinated. Like you're the big dog, like you're the thugs. Yeah, we're the unvaccinated. We're back here, yeah. Come on, man. You look lame. You look lame to me. That's exactly how it is. That's a perfect analogy of it. It's like kids in the